On Sunday, as you know, Boris Johnson was telling the country that schools were safe. On Monday night, he told the country that schools are vectors of transmission. On Sunday night, parents across the country were tussling with themselves about whether to send their children back. Was it unsafe or not? But many of them planning to send their children back to school, worrying about the safety. And then on Monday night, with no notice to parents, the Prime Minister announces that all schools are closed. Now, this is not a victory. The closure of schools has terrible impacts. Children's educational, social, mental development is all impacted by schools being closed. They're cut off from friends. They're unable to meet. Their parents are often unable to go to work. Many children have nowhere to study at home. They have poor broadband. They have no laptop that's suitable, or they're sharing it with brothers and sisters. It is the right thing to do because the epidemiology says that it's right. But it's absolutely disgraceful that it has reached this point. It should not have come to this. It hasn't come to this in New Zealand, in Vietnam, in South Korea. It's been handled much better in lots of other European countries. This decision should have been made before Christmas. On the 22nd of December, SAGE, the government's own advisors, said that they would not be able to have the R rate below 1 if schools were open. They knew that on the 22nd of December, and they should have made that decision at that point and informed people at that point. But as late as the 29th of December, Gavin Williamson, Boris Johnson was still saying that primary schools would be open in the vast majority of the country. And it is, I believe, only because the NEU and Unison were taking some sort of campaigning steps around it. And in the NEU that we had a meeting on Sunday morning with at least 40,000 members, with 100,000 people watching that meeting for a full hour. There will have been more than 40,000, but we know that 40,000 of them were members, and where 400,000 people watched that meeting for part of the time, and where thousands of our members and thousands of Unison members had sent letters to their head teacher saying that they thought it was unsafe for community and unsafe for them, for those primary schools to be open at that point on that Monday morning, and many head teachers agreeing with them. And I think that was the material decision that changed Boris Johnson's mind. The data did not change between Sunday and Monday. The data was clear, cases unacceptably high, but I think that they could not cope with the idea that it could grow out of control, that people would take the question of safety into their own hands. It has been handled so badly by this government. It's been handled much better in other European countries as well. Our government should have acted sooner. It's always right to go hard and fast, not light and late. And I just want to say there are some things that government should now do to put this right. They have to deliver laptops and broadband to every child that doesn't have it so they can get through this period of school closure. They have to furlough the parents who have to stay at home. They've cancelled the exams and the SATs. That cancellation of the SATs, very late, but welcome news. But on the exams, they have left school children in a total quandary. They have to commit to work with us on teacher assessment, the people who know the children best with professional moderation. And most of all, they have to start preparing to get schools open again in a safe way. We were demanding in June that they employ more teachers, mobilize every supply teacher, ask retired teachers to come back, other teachers who've left the profession, other staff as well, to get class sizes down, to reduce class sizes so that schools can be open. We have an advert in the Daily Mail, the Daily Mirror tomorrow, and regional papers. Look out for that advert, share it with your workmates, and help us push these points onto this government. Thank you very much.